Hey, I wanted to share a little bit about my story so that you can kind of understand where I came from and how I have such a passion for doing online accountability groups, because honestly, my life began to change when I joined one of these. So let's go way back to kind of the start of everything. I can remember the actual day that I was sitting in the lunchroom. I was in 6th grade and I was eating all my food, and actually I had finished my entire tray. And I look over at my friends and they were eating and talking and laughing. But they didn't finish their tray. They threw tons and tons of food away. In fact, they ate like a little teeny bird. And I remember thinking, well, if they're not eating everything, I shouldn't be eating everything. And talking about peer pressure, right? And as people started, that was the time where, being skinny was super, everyone wanted to be skinny. And so, everyone's commenting, I'm fat, I need to lose weight. So I started adopting that whole thought process. And I think Satan really takes whatever we are struggling and just magnifies it and uses that against us. And this became the beginning of a long struggle for years and years and years. What I believed about myself, what I saw of myself, and how I just hated my body, honestly. I was in a cycle of yo-yoing. I would, all through high school, I would, binge eat on ice cream. I would binge eat on cookie dough. I would binge eat on sweets and sugars and try to hide that from anybody that saw that. And then I would feel so horrible and so guilty that I would just plan this elaborate way of how I was going to lose that weight, over-exercise and starving myself, which of course never worked. So it was a cycle that went over and over again. And I just hated the way I looked. I hated my body. I hid myself as much as I could. I loved winter because I would wear sweaters and coats and just hide as much of me as I could. I hated spring. I hated summer because that meant short season was coming. And I didn't want people to see my body. That's just the view I had of myself. Fast forward to this struggle lasted for years, and I mean years. Even after I was married, I would still binge eat, especially when Ben was gone at work, and eat at night, and just, lean on eating as such an emotional crutch, and yet hate my image because I wasn't where I wanted to be physically, and I had no self-confidence. My friend invited me to join an accountability online, and I decided to give it a try because I honestly felt like I had just hit rock bottom in a sense a little bit. Yeah, that's exactly what I felt like. Yeah. So when I joined these groups, it felt like a missing link was happening. Instead of giving up on my exercise like I always had, going in spurts of loving it and then just stopping, I now had someone watching my back. Was I going to continue doing it? And that was just a huge key for me. I still struggled with eating a lot, and I struggled with cravings, and I shared this with her. So she really highly recommended me trying Shakeology, and I scoffed at it. I said, no way, I'm not going to be drinking any sort of weight loss shake is what I viewed it as. But she's like, honestly, this is going to help with your cravings. This is going to help with your energy, and it's not just a weight loss shake. So skeptically, I gave it a try and was blown away by how much it helped me. Gave me energy, kept me regular in the bathroom, reduced my cravings like crazy. I mean, literally from driving past McDonald's, Sonic, always having the urge to pull in, sometimes giving up, to now driving by and just, honestly, that doesn't even make me crave anything. It smells bad to me now. It might sound weird to you, but it's true. And that was just it just was amazing to me how much these groups helped me. They helped facilitate the change that I needed so badly. And from that, it wasn't like I, changed 100% day one, but all done. But I became better physically, and that gave me more confidence, and I began to understand the importance of daily disciplines, and that just flowed over into all parts of my life. My spiritual life, which had always struggled, began to be better. I didn't, stopped blaming God for things, started taking, ownership of my own decisions, started doing daily devotions. and wanting to grow and be a better Christian, be a better wife, a better mom. It's just amazing the things that can change when you start doing daily disciplines. So that was the power of these groups. And I fell in love with that. So now I get to make my own groups, and I get to utilize the programs that changed my life, the Shakeology that changed my life, and make these my own, infusing them with nutrition tips, health tips, spiritual tips, mental tips, because to completely change, you can't just focus on one area of your life. You need to focus on them all. So that is a real quick recap of my story. I hope it made sense and maybe spoke to you. Hopefully my little daughter also gave you some great encouragement as well during this video. Thank you so much for watching.